So let's just end our turn then. Gostero should start moving soon. Hi. How you doing? Ow, ow. Well, I mean, if you die, we'll lose, but apart from that... And also, if I screw myself over by losing too many units to not getting enough money to actually upgrade my units so they can actually deal with later game enemies, that would be horrible. Although, you can actually grind by just consistently losing in a battle. The game doesn't let you... it's not like some... It's a bit easier to... So the thing is, because you can always do that in other Super Robot Wars games. The only problem that I have with it is that you can't skip any of the story, and it resets you to the beginning of the chapter. But you keep all your money and stuff, and experience and levels and stuff. So that. So you can grind if you get stuck, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Have a hurricane. By the way, VVVB18. The reason why Rust Hurricane works in space is because, well, it doesn't create wind. From what I remember, at least from the reboot series, it like breathes. It's like breathing. It breathes out acid. So, yeah. It doesn't make wind. It's not a legit. It's not a literal hurricane. It just looks like a hurricane. So they called it that. You don't take any energy. Also, from what I can tell, Lancers do not exist. They are not actual weapons. Or they're not an actual type of weapon. They are, however, a type of cavalry unit or something that I'm not sure if it's cavalry unit is the correct term, but they're horse yeah, they're horse-mounted horse-mounted soldiers that predictably use lances. Who can I hit from here? I can hit you. Good. I actually don't think that Rowan has any spirit to begin with, which is kind of annoying, actually. Like, he is Scan, but Scan isn't that useful. It's useful, sort of, kind of, to make them a little less dodgy, but it's not that useful. Especially if that happens. Get inside the ship. Does anyone have trust? No, no, no. I'm not looking there. That is settings. Kind of. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna attack with the ship first. Actually, I can attack with... I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to gravity blast you first. I'd rather not lose 2 units in this battle. Losing 1 unit is bad enough. I'd rather not have to pay the repair cost for more than that. You're not finding it rather annoying. You can't check the stats of any units you have stored in your ship, which is really irritating. Blah, blah. Ouch. For those of you who think the story might be getting a little slow, it's probably because it is. This is a big crossover game, and they're all separate, so, you know, a lot of the early game is just introducing all of the series and all their plot lines. I believe, with the exception of 2, by the time we get to our first plot split, we should have been introduced to all of the series in the game. The 2 that aren't introduced by that point, there's 1 for each. Actually, there's 3. But one of them sort of is related to another one. In fact, Combattler, I'm going to be honest, Combattler's plotline doesn't exist. Combattler's just kind of there. There's a similar mech. It's like sort of the successor to this mech. And that one, that plot is in there, and it sort of treats the plot for Combattler as that plot, even though they're not. It's a plot, or a different plot. I was going to resupply you. It's really easy to get Will in this game. And so it is at this point in time that Binary realizes that he left his microphone unmuted, and now that he's going to have to do some post-commentary. Huzzah! So that's fun. I believe I'm looking at the map and commenting how I liked the one in Super Robot Wars R better. Versal. But I don't really know, because it was all over the tank. Woo. Wee. Sort of all over the place. But, this also means that I'm not going to be reading out the text aloud. Sorry. But, yeah, no, because it's ending our turn. And now the enemies are moving, and, you know, it's almost over. So, whatever. And, yeah. Ouch. Whoa. Hold it! Let's see if I can get something very approximately close to a hold it for that. No guarantees, but I can try. I say no guarantees because I have to finish this up by tomorrow. In any case, yeah, so the map's almost done, thankfully. I didn't derp and, like, you know, have a huge amount of unrecorded material. That was a very stereotypical phrase. I actually get really lucky in this part of post-commentary. But, oh, there we go. Bye-bye. So he's dead. Now, we just gotta, I believe, take out 2 dudes and a Stero. Which shouldn't take too long. It's not too terribly difficult. Yeah, I think I'm moving up there to deal some damage against the dude. Oh, yeah, here I remember something really handy. Chizuru. Yeah, I'm saving there because I don't know if I forgot if I could do this or not. But, when you use Trust on a ship containing a bunch of units, you actually can choose which unit to target. This is what I did here. Because of that, I'm able to deploy Baldi. And I believe I put him, yeah, I put him next to me to repair myself. And, I don't think I do that much else in this turn. We'll see in a moment. Oh, and I also, I believe I always, yeah, I use strike and stuff. It's, no. I do that at some point, though, and I sort of just really wasted the, strike there, because strike only lasts for 1 turn, right? So, I wasted it. But that's apparently not right now, so. Ignore me. I'm speaking of the future. I'm not sure if Vivi is going to be happy about this part or not, but currently, there is a translation for one of the Super Robot Wars games in the work, and it's one of the ones that has Neon Genesis Evangelion, in it. But it's not done yet, so, you know, whatever. I can try recording that the second they finish it. I also want to know, Kyle, is that the only mech show you've ever watched? Because every time I tell you about a mech show, you're like, oh, I heard of it, but I didn't watch it because it sounds dumb. You can't claim to be a fan of a genre if you only like one thing from it. But regardless, we're almost done here. Even closer to being almost done than last time I said we were almost done. Easy for a change. Yeah, easy, sure. Yeah, so it's here. I get ready to attack Gustero. So I do my usual routine, which is when I do this, I use wall, alert, and strike. Which is really nice because it means the purpose of using both wall and alert is so that I don't get hit on the counterattack, but I also am saving myself from the follow-up attack should the enemy just choose to attack me afterwards. And the purpose of me doing that is to see his stats, and I also... Yeah, okay, it was just to see his stats. Sometimes I also do that to lower their evasion a little bit, but I can't move... I can't attack there, or Cypher can't, so I move Cypher up a little bit, and save, and waste the strike. But he attacks Mazinger's Ed, which then gives me a really good idea. And yeah, and then... Apologies for no voice acting. But it's just going to be too hard because I don't know the speed at which the text is scrolling. Sure. But yeah, see, that attack there gave me an idea. For something to do something to make sure that I actually managed to kill Gustero, which is what I'm going to do is and at that point I realized that I wasted strike. But what I'm doing is, well, first of all, I'm gonna heal Mazinger so it doesn't die. Next, I believe I just use scan. That's all I do. And then I'm going to do exactly what Mazinger's Head did in the counterattack. I'm going to use Rust Hurricane and hope to God that it hits. And I got really lucky here because it actually did hit, which means now his armor is down. Because his armor is down, it means I'm pretty much guaranteed to kill, which was indeed the case. I was actually really happy that happened. And I killed it with Cypher because, you know, money. I'm saving it. It's a habit that I got into, just like spam save settings. This game can be mean sometimes, and because I use strike with Combatler V, I know that he's going to die this turn, but I was hoping to kill him with Cypher because Cypher is he's one of my favorite series. In fact, I think he's the best favorite series, or gets the best favorite series bonus. So I killed Gustero with Cypher just to make sure that I would get like the most money and EXP. Although EXP doesn't really get shared, so I was mostly in it for the money. But yeah, thankfully that hit. Although again, I could have killed Gustero anyway because Combatler V had strike and I used strike. But yeah, he died, and he's a murderer, by the way. Kind of crazy. I want to kill. Oh, and I'm cutting out. I'm gonna have to cut out this. But Yeah. And we're back. Hi. And Cypher levels up, and so does Malua. You get defense plus 5 and Chobam armor, and I'm planning out what I'm going to put those on right here. I'm going to put the defense plus 5 onto, I believe I put that onto Rowan, and I put the Chobam armor onto Eiji. Well, the stage is over, so I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll be talking to you when when we get to the end stage thing, sort of, kind of. Talk to you in a bit. Also, Lasner apparently costs 3,000, which is about as much money that we get from the typical. You know what? I'll just stay. It's about as much money as we get from the typical Puzzle Robo stage, at least the early one on Puzzle Robo stages. So in the end, we sort of didn't lose money; we just don't gain any from the Puzzle Robo stage. In any case, again, sorry that I'm not going to be voicing this dialogue. That wasn't the initial plan, but yes. And Guy being Guy, he says this really exaggerated and really stereotypical and cheesy lines. Because he's Guy. He's the Cheesemeister. He's the cheesiest character in the entire series, or in this entire, well, A, in the entire anime here, and B, in the entire this video game. Actually, no, wait, the characters from that might not be entirely true. We'll have to see. In any case, Ryoko's getting on Eiji's rear end vicinity for aiming not for the enemy's cockpit. And Eiji's just like, oh yeah. And Noel is finally Noel is temporarily not being a jackass to apologize and stuff because Noel. He may be a jackass, but he's not a jerk. There is a difference. And now everyone else is making fun of Akito for his relationship with Eureka. But yeah, so he actually is going to console her. You know, he's not a jerk either. And he's saying we didn't have anything, you know, there was actually some purpose to our trip. Which there was. He's correct. Oh yeah, Inez, or Miss Inez's name, or Frazange Inez, it's pronounced Inez. Yes, we discovered the identity of our true enemy. Or did we? Nah, just pulling your leg. Indeed we are. Oh yeah, this part's kind of funny. Eureka is telling him to recount, tell her some those words of encouragement that he told her long ago, and Akito's just like, I have never said that to you ever. But, you know, he's not a jerk, so he agrees to that for now. And so, yeah. Reached the end of the stage. Rather unfortunate that my microphone remained muted. And, I'm just gonna use this time machine here to go punch past me into the face. In any case, we have Puzzle Robo. We have to destroy one enemy unit, and we have to, do it before the enemy's turn. And we also lose, we got shot down. Now, this is part 2 of how to use terrain, of terrain bonuses. Because you can see here, the 2 enemies have the same amount of health, but one of them is is in a location that's better suited for defense.